Virgo, I just want to say a massive thank you to you before we even get started. Like, how awesome are you for sharing the space? Because yesterday there was a tower down and there was no internet, but today luckily we are back online. Just in time for Mercury retrograde, right? Okay, guys. If you want to book a reading with me, you have to email me, rubyreadstarot@hotmail.com, where we will discuss pricing and scheduling. If you want to receive the benefits of the reading, you have got to be subscribed. I mean, like, how come you're not already subscribed? What the fuck are you doing with your life? Gotta hit the thumbs up button if you want to claim the benefits of the reading. All donations made to the channel are so greatly appreciated because the brokies at YouTube only like to pay the people that are spreading misinformation in the world. So if you like what you hear, and if you can, please be so kind as to make a donation to the channel. It's so greatly, greatly appreciated, and it helps support keeping things running. Okay, it's July, and there is great shift energy taking place. The end of June, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, of good luck, of good fortune, moved into the sign of Leo. Before we know it, it's going to be moving into the sign of Virgo. This month is preparation for Virgo. Now, I know that we're going to have to share this space with everyone today, Virgo, and thank you so much for doing that. But if the video is a little bit more geared towards Virgo, everybody please forgive me. What I was going to say, this month, this energy is giving you a bit of a prelude to what it feels like to having a lot of planets in your sign. Virgo, you move as quick as electricity. All planets in your sign gives you the potential of achieving leaps and bounds a lot faster than a lot of other people. So here you are, Virgo, and here is the collective also, preparing to get into Virgo energy. What's really, really special about July in particular? If you're a Virgo, Venus moves into your sign. Fortune gets better. You look better. Life quality gets better. It's all about the pleasure. With Jupiter having moved into Leo, there's this underlying tone of pleasure and doing what satiates the soul, moving at the beat of your own drum, and not really having to give a shit about anybody else's influence on your life. We're talking about apex energy. It's my way here, right? This is the energy we're stepping into. One thing that really, well, two things that really need to be noted here is that there are two major retrogrades. Neptune in the sign of Aries going into retrograde, as well as Saturn. Is it Saturn? I think it is Saturn. Saturn in the sign of Aries going into retrograde. If that's not correct, I will, I think it is. There is a full moon at the end of the month in the sign of Cancer also, so there is this feminine influence of the mother, as well as this energy of everyone kind of getting on the expansion, the feeling of expansion, what it actually means, and what you can do being that expanded version of yourself. All right, so that's the astrology. Let's do a quick general message, Virgo, before we get into your message. I hope that's okay. The reason that I titled the video, Let's Sit With It for a Moment, is because with these retrogrades, there really isn't a lot to do other than sit with bits of yourself. And we'll start with the Mercury retrograde in the sign of Cancer, where you're literally sitting with yourself with bits of how you feel that might be not only related to your home, your safety, your security, how you're taking ownership and authority over your life and the moves that you're making, as well as what it is that you need to do to really overcompensate for yourself where you may have been lacking emotionally, to take care of bits of yourself that you know needed a lot more attention that you may have given them. Again, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it till I'm blue in the face. If anyone wants to get any of the benefits of this reading, you've got to be subscribed and you've got to hit the thumbs up button. Otherwise, all of this slips through your finger. Hello, welcome everybody. Justice card and the King of Wands. So Virgo, there is this balance. Sorry, let's talk collectively. As Jupiter prepares to go into Leo, there is this natural balancing out of where entrepreneurial energies, where it comes to how you make your money, where it comes to your charismatic, fiery, dynamic, charming spirit, may have been a little bit overlooked. This is where the voice of the King of Wands, that very entrepreneurial, charming, can do, fatherly energy, gets a bit of a balancing out. Now, this is the collective part of the reading before we get specifically into Virgo. I feel like I'm calling to a lot of entrepreneurs here. If you are someone who is a business person, male or female, completely regardless of that, if you are someone who is in the business of making money, please know that wherever there may have been scales imbalanced, wherever there may have been things that may have not been 100% aligned with reason or rationale, please know that this week, collectively, there is a balancing out for people who are of entrepreneurial nature. There is information that should be expected to come through. It comes through rather quickly. It's substantial information. It gives you the opportunity to move quickly, regardless of the Mercury retrograde. However, it is information that you will need to act on, as it does help balance things out. And this can really be related to things of entrepreneurial nature. Decisions about business, decisions about where it is that balance needs to be taking place, decisions about how it is that you know that the information that comes through during this week is going to help you in terms of your business, in terms of your finances, in terms of this energy of confidence and charisma towards what it is that needs to be balanced out. There are partnerships. There are partnerships here on the table. There are partnerships here that are very supportive towards the decisions that will need to be made after this certain bit of information comes through. Okay? Whatever this information is, I'm speaking directly to entrepreneurials, to people who have businesses. Please know this week, the balancing, the natural balancing out, the natural voice of reason that takes place once this information comes through. Please know that the decision that this leads you to is solid partnerships. And I say that, and this is something that's come up majorly, and I don't know if this specifically for Virgo, but this is something that has been coming up for Virgo for a long time. There is somewhere here. Scales need to be balanced. There's two absolute references to scales needing to be balanced, okay? Two very clear references of how there needs to be I can't stress this enough, energetically speaking, you will need to really tap into yourself, and you will really need to see when you feel off, okay? The more the balance of the give and take, the more the boundaries are respected and withheld, the more likely this outcome is to be. Oh, hi guys, welcome everyone. Settles in with tea. Cheers, sweetheart. Hi, Jenna. Hi, Mia. And hello, South T Gambler. Okay, look, if I'm talking to the entrepreneurs here, which I think I am, Ace of Swords, that's two references to the voice also. Okay, and as well as get your head down and get to work. I'm going to make this really clear. As Jupiter moves into the sign of Leo and settles in, the attention now goes towards your entrepreneurial, confident, I can, I will, almost masculine, almost very ambitious, almost very fatherly, paternal energy is going to have to make a decision about balancing out and being the voice of reason when certain information comes in that leads to a decision about partnership. Please know these partnerships are going to be mighty, mighty successful, and there is a lot of longevity in these partnerships. But please know that you being the voice of reason here, now there's three references to the sword of reason, the voice of reason, and two references to the scales being balanced out. Please know that the more you're willing to adhere to boundaries, the more you're willing to keep a balance to the give and take, the more you're willing to honor your own energy, the more likely you are to be very not only able to get into the zone during this Mercury retrograde in the sign of Cancer, where you are going to have to look over certain losses that took place in your life where you may have been focused a little bit too heavily and a little bit too long on what went wrong or what you lost or what went missing. Because right now I feel like the absolute lesson of this Mercury retrograde is going to be you lost nothing. Everything you need you have. Everywhere you need to get to, all of the bits of information and all of the bits of experience you've already got. Okay, you lost nothing. If anything, they lost. If anything, you gained. Okay, there is something here about you overcoming certain bits of yourself where you didn't feel enough because you were too focused on certain losses, when I need to tell you, sweetheart, you lost absolutely nothing. Okay, the loss was not yours. Everything that you need to overcome, whatever this entrepreneurial business thing is with you. You've got it. You've just got to change your perspective, not on what was lost, but on what you've already got. And the moment you decide to shift your perspective on how you can, how it's already within you, and how it's only a matter of you shifting your perspective, the route for you to get to where you need to will be made completely 100% clear. And please know that it's a brand new beginning for you if you decide that. Now, that's the 10 of Cups that came up, as well as the 10 of Pentacles. Collectively speaking, guys, this is obviously a message about the business people, the entrepreneurial people. The give and take, the balance. I can't stress this enough, but I have to stress it, right? You've got to be 100% maintaining those give and take boundaries. The moment you feel your energy is off, you've got to pull back, and you've got to understand that your energy has to be put into a certain place right now. And that's you getting into the zone. Venus moves into the sign of Virgo. I predict by that time, a lot of you will already be sitting in this energy. I need you to mentally make space for that. It's really only at the middle of the month. So in about 2 weeks' time, a lot of you are going to be sitting in this energy. Before this energy, before you're 100% sat in this, please know that the decisions that you make about work that come up during this particular Mercury retrograde has more to do with how you feel about money, how you feel about yourself towards making money. But please know that the more action you take towards keeping certain scales balanced, the more action you take towards being the voice of reason, please know that the supportive partnerships that come up should be those that help you not only realign, but they also help you shift your perspective. And this is where your perspective needs to be right now. This is the outcome of Venus in Virgo in about 2 weeks' time. I'm glad everyone absorbed that. Okay, right. Virgo, let's get into a reading for you for this week. Astrologically, July is a prelude to eclipse season. August, there's a lot of eclipses. September is your season, Virgo. Please let me be the person who tells you, if nobody already has, life is going to, and please expect it to, life is going to make massive waves and changes over the period of the next 6 months, especially for you, Virgo. There's going to be a period during September where there's a lot of planets in your sign. Venus already being in your sign in about the next 2 weeks or so, she'll give you a really good booster, not only to your confidence, but the way that you're looking and the way that you're eating, as well as your money. Please use these retrogrades before we get into eclipse season to not only clear out where there has been lies that you may have been told or that you may have told yourself, right? While Neptune was in Pisces, there was a lot of delusion right? Moving into sign of Aries, it's a little bit harder to carry that illusion forward with you when you know that the only objective you've got now is to move forward regardless of the retrograde. The retrograde in Neptune really is about the moment that you get to revise, look over where it is, that there may have been certain storylines that you may have felt really comfortable sitting in, but what it is that you need to do now to overcome, right, certain limitations that you may have put on yourself. Virgo, I cannot stress this. We don't even need cards for this. I cannot stress this enough. Jupiter goes into your sign, right? And if you've been living here, you're living here now, right? Expansion, massive expansion. Now, if you're already in that 10 right now, where I'm at, I love hearing that. If you're already in that energy, then please know it's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get better. You really can make so much progress in this period of time while Jupiter is in Leo, really getting your own energy right. Knowing that, Virgo, you move really, really quickly. And when Jupiter moves into your sign and it comes to expansion, you're already in that energy and you're flowing like electricity. So be kind to yourself right now. King of Pentacles, look at that. I love it when we get together and we make magic. Who else makes magic like this? King of Pentacles, Virgo. We don't even need to carry on with the reading. I think this just sums it all up. It kind of says it all, doesn't it, Virgo? This really is something that has been 2026 in the making. You being on your throne, you being independent hoe, and you doing what it is that you need to do to make sure that you are good. I want to assure you, Virgo, you are good. As good as it gets. And that's it. Reading done. What else do you need me to tell you? You're as good as it gets, Virgo. Sit with that. Money's good, life is good, you're good, looking good, feeling good, smelling good, being good. Claim it. All right, Virgo, what else do I need to tell you? There is going to be somewhere where you need to take a bit of a time out. And I feel like this might be during Mercury retrograde. I feel like this is this week. Virgo, there is somewhere where you're going to need to take a bit of a time out just to get still long enough to look at some of the reoccurring patterns that may be taking place in your life. Take a rest, a moment of stillness, take a break, reflect over what it is that you know that needs more energy and attention from you and what doesn't. The objective of this week really is you being in King of Pentacles energy, as well as getting the opportunity with this retrograde to respect and honor where it is that you understand your objective lucratively, but give yourself that break. Ooh, this King of Wands keeps coming up. I'm going to take all of these cards. King of Wands. The Hermit. Elephas. Oh, just while I've got everyone here. If you wish to claim the benefits of this reading, you've got to be subscribed and you've got to have hit the thumbs up button. Otherwise, none of this applies to you. All of it slips through your fingers. The Nine of Pentacles. The World. The Star. The Eight of Wands. And the Three of Swords. Now, when I said, don't you just love it when we come here and we make that magic together? None of this is anything that anyone is 100% entitled to. I, as the divinator here, I decide who comes in and who gets to be part of this energy. If there is anywhere that the balance is off, nobody gets to claim the benefit of this reading other than those that have assisted in supporting me and the channel. I make that 100% clear. There's no other ways about it. The magic that I make here, you're not going to find in any other tarot reader. Now, I am obnoxious enough to tell people to fuck off of my channel and don't come back if you're not going to support me. Because frankly speaking, I don't owe you anything. If I'm here doing what I'm doing, it's because I'm good at doing what I'm doing. And if somebody wants to come here and take, like some countries that are doing in this world, where they just think that they can go places and take whatever the fuck they want, no, you can't. You can go and fuck yourself. None of this relates to anyone here. Now, I've known of certain people that come here and try to do like magic over the screens and shit. That shit doesn't work either. So the energy that is brought here is 100% the energy that will be returned back. If you come here with some bullshit negativity, I promise you your life will be nothing but a load of shit. If you come here with good energy, I promise you your life will be really good. You can claim these benefits, and guess what? They will actually show up in your life. That's how energy works. It's as simple as that. But one thing that will not happen, and I hope everyone is 100% like on board with this, nobody gets to come here, claim the benefits of this reading without having subscribed and without having hit the thumbs up button. I could frankly care less. This is energy exchange work. And if that doesn't work for you, fuck off. I don't need you here, okay? Because there is nothing more annoying than drains in the energy. And frankly speaking, I'm so bored of people that make really stupid decisions, have really shit energy, have absolutely nowhere to go because they can't live with themselves because their energy is so off. And then they come places like here and they want to try and feed off of others' energies and they want to try and claim the benefits of these readings. I'm telling you, you're claiming nothing of these readings unless you're subscribed and unless you hit that thumbs up button. None of this applies to you. And if you don't like that, again, fuck off. I couldn't give a shit about you being here or not. Okay? So I'll just take my sip of tea. For the rest of you, King of Pentacles energy. Now again, I'm going to stress this again. This message only applies to those that have hit that thumbs up button and those who have subscribed. And if you don't like it, don't ever fucking come back here ever again. I don't need you here. I don't want you here. It's as simple as that. Thank you to everybody who left. Everybody who's still here, please know you've got integrity. This message is for you, right? The Hermit card and the King of Wands. Please know the energy that you're stepping into now is not only entrepreneurial, that's getting you to walk through doors that are taking you to the next level. But please know that very quickly, the messages about those certain dreams that you thought were never going to happen, those messages are coming through real quickly. There is something here about needing to overlook a bit of a broken heart, however. There is something here about needing to look over where it is certain things, certain instances, certain anxieties, certain traumas took place. There is something that needs taking care of before any harvest is ready to be claimed. Now, Virgo, Venus moving into your sign is exactly that. It's a time of a harvest for you. What you will really need to do, however, is before you even get there, is to protect your energy. Because there's going to be a lot of thieving losers out there that want to have a bit of that light that don't actually know what it means to have that light because they're so fucking toxic. Now, it's going to become really, really clear and it's going to become really, really obvious who is actually with the real light and who's full of shit. Okay? And you know what, Virgo? As all of these planets prepare to move into your sign, if you're really about it, you're actually going to start illuminating 10 times more. And if you are one of those people that does a lot of spiritual bypassing, but claims to be spiritual, then all of that shit kind of falls flat on its face also. So let this be one of those times, Virgo, where if you're actually willing to have the integrity, to be real, to be about it, to have that entrepreneurial spirit where you are confident enough to take a break where you need it because you know that you've got more than enough, please know what that does. It gives you an opportunity to come back to yourself. The more you come back to yourself, the brighter the light turns on and the harder it is to ignore. Once you've stepped into that Virgo hermit energy that really doesn't give a fuck what society thinks. I don't give a fuck what you think is fashionable. Do you think I give a fuck about you? Your magic is bullshit in front of mine. I am the hermit. When you step into that energy, Virgo, and you understand that the equal give and take is more important than anything, which is why I'm still standing here, sitting here and saying, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, if you haven't subscribed, none of this applies to you. Because what I need to stress right now is the boundaries are more important than anything else. The protecting of the self is more important than anything else. Everyone else can go straight. Hey, from Spain. I love you, Spain. Everyone else can go straight to hell. Okay? This is what we are talking about. The hermit energy. Virgo needing to step straight into that hermit energy via the entrepreneurial route that you are being advised to take right now. Okay? You're going to have to sleep on everything else. The doors are open for you right now if you've hit that thumbs up button and if you've subscribed. If not, none of this applies to you. The doors are open to you, for you as you come into the opening of this portal of Venus moving into your sign, Jupiter preparing to go into your sign. Virgo opens, if only if you've subscribed and only if you've hit that thumbs up button, opens up a lot of abundance for you. Those dreams that you thought were impossible, suddenly a lot of information comes through on them. Everything else, Virgo, anything else that's holding you back really has only to do with what it is that's already in your heart that you know needs healing. I think that's all I have for everyone today. I hope everyone enjoyed the reading. If you want to book a reading, email me rubyreadstarot.com. Lots and lots of love to you guys. I shall catch you again soon. Take care.